everyone, welcome back to the Ridgeview Community Garden. We're here in San Diego, California. We're in zone 10B. Today I'm bringing you along to do a little bit of garden maintenance. We're having a colder spring than what we usually have, so I'm taking this advantage to kind of sneak in more peas because, like I mentioned in my first video, I didn't grow the peas that I wanted, so I'm going to try to resow this, get some more lettuce going, and just kind of, I've already harvested a lot of stuff, so there's a lot of empty space in the bed, so I'm just going to pull a lot of stuff, replant things, since I'm still having some cold weather before it's time for the summer plants. It is a little bit late in the spring season, so there is a chance that it's not entirely successful, but I'm going to try it anyways, and I'll bring you along, show you what I'm doing. We're going to be doing a lot of work today actually. After I'm done revamping my bed, we're going to start the project of trying to get rid of all the weeds that are in the close area. This is a big space, we're not going to do it all at once, so we're probably just going to do the main hallway today. It's a process that takes a little bit of time. It's kind of similar like doing a no-dig method, but slightly different because the no-dig method is more so to like get rid of the grass so you can plant the area. Here I don't want to plant the alleyway, I just want to really kill the roots of the weeds really well. But yeah, so we'll see what we can get done today and bring you along for all of it. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to harvest a little bit of this cut and come again lettuce. I've been harvesting off of it for quite some time now, so I can feel like when you touch the plant it's getting pretty hard, it's getting like sturdy, so I can really feel that it's starting to bolt, it's starting to make seed. And when that happens, the lettuce becomes really bitter. So this is going to be the last time I harvest it, and then I'm going to pull it afterwards. Ideally, I would have had another row already planted so I never go without lettuce. Unfortunately, I didn't quite do that, so I'm going to go without lettuce for a little while, but that's okay. I'll plant some more today. Hi guys, alright, so we've done a little bit of work. I've cleaned up this one bed, added some compost from our garden. It looks pretty beautiful. What's left is just an artichoke, a little bit of lettuce, the English peas back behind the artichoke. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. There's some kale right in front of me, and then the eggplant. So what I'm going to be adding is just some more English peas because I really love those. This variety is called Wando. I've never grown them before, but I looked for a variety that said that was a little bit more heat tolerant since I'm a little bit late for planting these, but I'm pretty sure I'll be okay for getting a harvest even if we're a little bit late in the season. I'm also going to be planting a lettuce mix. This is just a cut and come again lettuce mix. Same thing that I had before, so very easy to do, just nice flavor. And then the last thing I'm going to be planting more of is the Vedas kale, because that kale I only have one plant of, and it's been really good. I'm eating a lot of it, and the plant can't keep up with how much I want to eat it, so we'll just add some more. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and get started planting these guys. I just took two little clippings of this yarrow. I'm gonna start spreading it a little bit all over because it's not, this guy, I was really excited earlier. I saw this little guy had a bloom. So it's about to start blooming, but you can see this is like almost a ground cover. It's very low to the ground. It's a very pretty yarrow that's gonna be spread and prevent weeds from growing. So a good weed suppressor will have beautiful flowers, easy to grow, drought tolerant, native, everything you can ask for. So here it goes. All right guys, so we're at the end of our gardening day for today. We've done a lot. I'm really excited about everything that we got done. So as you can see behind me, it doesn't look really great right now, but we're just getting rid of all the weeds that were in there. Doing something similar that I did right here, just really removing the sunlight from those plants, removing any kind of water that would come from the sky, and then really creating a lot of heat underneath there with the plastic and the tarps so that it just kills them, hopefully kills them all, kills their root system more so, because a lot of the weeds that are there will just, even if there's a tiny little bit of, like Bermuda grass is what I'm thinking of, you know, it's really hard to get rid of, and this is the only way that I've ever found that actually really works really well. So this is going to be looking like this for a couple weeks, and then I'll pull it after that and I'll kind of assess, I'll look at it and I'll decide, does it need to be longer or is it ready to go? But we didn't touch further back because we noticed we did a little bit of weed whacking, and it is a community garden, and I was really pleased to see that some of other gardeners here had done a little bit of weeding when we got here as well. So that's the beauty of sharing this space with other people. It's not all on us. But there is still a lot left, and we decided to leave it mainly because we realized, same with the poppies that are all around, there's so much of wildlife feeding off of it. It is their food source. We're in spring. They're just coming back to, you know, having food after winter where there's almost nothing for them to eat. So we decided, you know, leave it there until it's a lot, maybe later in the season where there's a lot more flowers around, and it's not, we're not just depriving them so much of a vital food source. Here we got some footage of me doing the beds. That was really exciting. They look really good, although we did some weed whacking and some of the grass clipping fell all over the bed, so it didn't look good for, it didn't look amazing for as long as I would have liked, but that's okay. It still looks beautiful. I was really excited to see a bunch of snails. I know a lot of people don't get excited about seeing snails in their garden bed. They can cause a lot of damage, and there was a lot in my beds. I don't kill them. I just take them and put them out in nature, out in the weeds over there where they can, you know, feed off just wild plants and not eat my plants that I rely on. We're gonna start heading this way, but right before, there's a really pretty butterfly on that charcoal mallow right there. Oh my gosh, do you see it? Spring is so exciting because there's all sorts of wildlife that are coming back, and you get to enjoy it, experience it, and I feel like there's a lot more flowers this year than there was last year, so there's more and more, so I'm excited to see what this year will bring. And then, so here again, we didn't touch the back area, we didn't do anything. Here we raked a lot of the mulch over there, and there is some grass clipping that ended up in there, but it's all gonna die, so we'll probably like put it back once we lift it, just to again create some weed coverage. Okay, I remembered. I wanted to review what I planted. I know I talked a little bit about it. I showed the seed packet, so that's what I did. I added a few things. So this, there was beans that were in our community shed. It's just community seeds. We're about like 2 years old, so I don't know if they'll germinate, but I'm hoping they will. So I planted some green beans right here. They're the bush variety, so they won't vine. And then here I planted some more of that kale there because, again, we've been eating it like crazy and the plant can't keep up with our demand. And then going through here, I planted just cut and come again lettuce right here. In this row, I decided to plant a little bit of spinach, and then my peas here, my peas here, so they can grow on the arch because they need that support. And then right in the middle here, where I put a little stick as my own reminder, I planted another eggplant. Because again, that one, the leaves, it is definitely growing. There's a lot of new growth on it. It looks pretty, but there's also some tiredness to it. So I don't know if it'll end up really like bouncing back the way I want to. So I might end up having to pull it. There's plenty of flowers. There's some eggplants actually growing. So cross my fingers that it'll go my way. But if not, I'll have it back up. And then I think that's it for today. I'm just looking at my little lavender plants here. I think they look so glorious. I planted them with the other piece here, and they were kind of shaded and crowded. And now you can really see them, and they look so pretty. They've definitely grown since I planted them, so I'm really happy about it. I've had some bad luck with lavender in the past, so maybe this time will be my lucky time, but I think that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that it was interesting and that you will stick around for the next one. Bye!